The clock at Camp Nou has stopped being background detail and has become a character of its own as Chelsea submit an official Euros 40 million offer for Fermin Lopez, the 22-year-old La Masia graduate whose rise has suddenly been interrupted by a choice no club wants to be forced into. Barcelona have been categorical in public. Fermin is not for sale, the board says, and a Euros 90 million valuation has been placed on the midfielder as a clear line meant to keep suitors away. Yet the Blues didn't only whisper interest, they put pen to paper, and the consequences of that written offer ripple faster than any statement from a press room. What started as another summer rumour has become a test of wills between a club that prizes identity and a club that prizes opportunity and urgency. Inside Barcelona's hierarchy, there is anger at the audacity of a bid that falls well short of their number, and there is calculation too, how to protect a homegrown talent, when to draw a line, and what message to send to other clubs circling the academy. For Chelsea, the bid is shorthand for intent. They are willing to press to probe value to unsettle established positions and see whether a lowball offer can force movement when time is short. The actual figure matters, but timing matters more. Every hour that ticks down on the transfer window heightens pressure, and small margins shift negotiations into realms where emotion and haste can win over patient planning. Then there is the detail that changes the story from a boardroom skirmish to a personal crossroads. Reports that Fermin may have given the green light to allow interest. If the player has quietly authorized discussions, the equation alters. This is no longer purely about the sum on a check. It becomes about ambition, loyalty, and what a young man wants his career to look like. A La Masia graduate who learned Barcelona's passing philosophy from childhood faces the possibility of stepping into the Premier League's relentless heat, where the game's rhythm is different and adaptation is immediate. To leave would be to trade familiar tactical language and a hometown support system for a new culture, new expectations, and the risk of anonymity in a bigger, faster arena. To stay would be to accept patience and perhaps slower growth while carrying the mantle of homegrown promise. Managers perform calm in public. Hansi Flick projects confidence that Fermin will remain, but press room certainty often masks private arrangements and strategic bluffing. At the table where offers are considered, clauses are passed, and personal terms are shaped, the real movement happens away from cameras. This moment exposes the friction points that modern football tries to paper over: sporting philosophy versus market reality, youth development versus immediate results, club identity versus player mobility. It also highlights how a single document, a written offer, can force institutions to reveal their priorities and make a young player choose what kind of career he wants. As agents whisper, as scouts calibrate fit, and as fans on both sides load social media with hope and alarm, the narrative tightens. Will Barcelona stand on principle and protect a homegrown asset, or will the combination of market pressure, player preference and timing create the rare scenario where a prodigy moves on before his moment at home has fully arrived? The answer will not only affect one transfer window, it will echo through the season, shaping tactics, locker room dynamics, and the storylines supporters follow for months. For now, with the window shrinking and the news cycle hungry for movement, the drama is simple and savage. A bid has become a decision, and a decision will decide whether Fermin remains an emblem of La Masia's patient rise or becomes the next young talent to step out into a different spotlight. Everything can change in minutes, and tonight the clock at Camp Nou is watching, everyone waiting for an answer.